Hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to the 21-day Sahaja Yoga meditation course. Today, we're on day 28 of our second session for this year called Going Deeper. I am Tripti, joining you from Boston. If you haven't already, then this is a great time to get your foot-soaked tubs ready and an ice pack. So for the foot-soaked tub, you'll need to fill a dishpan with some lukewarm water, throw in some salt, and it's a good idea to also have some fresh rinse water in a mug and a towel to wipe your feet once we are done with the foot soak. So again, anybody who's been joining us regularly or anyone joining us today for the first time, welcome to our sessions. You can review all of our course materials and recordings on our website, which is available in the chat. You can also request a mentor. So this would be like a guide or a one-on-one sessions you can have with this buddy who's going to help you along on this beautiful journey of meditation. If you've already requested one and haven't heard from anyone, and if it's been over a week, we request you to please send a message to us on our Gmail address available in the chat. Quick recap of our last session. On Thursday, we spoke about the Swadhisthana chakra, the quality for which is pure inspiration. Today, our topic would be attention. So it is, where is your attention? Quick agenda that we follow today. We'll have a short talk on today's topic, that is on attention. It'll be followed by a guided meditation and foot soak. We'll then listen to a video of Shri Mataji, and then we'll end the session by getting into breakout rooms. So this would be like a smaller group, a more intimate setting where you'll get to meet and talk to a Sahaja Yoga practitioner. If you haven't tried this, then we highly recommend that you give it a shot today. It's a great forum to ask any questions, clear any doubts you may have had, or maybe even just meditate. So definitely do give it a shot. And now I'd like to introduce you to our presenter for this evening, Tracy. Hi, Tracy.
Hello there, Tripti. Good evening.
Very good evening.
It's wonderful to be here. Thank you for the lovely introduction. Welcome to everyone. I'm Tracy. I live in South Florida, and it's a delight to be here together with everyone this evening. So tonight we're going to be bringing our attention to our attention. And we have learned through this 21-day course that one of the qualities of our spirit is attention. Sat, Chit, and Anand. So the Sat is truth, the Anand is joy, and the Chitta is the attention, the consciousness. So today we're going to spend a little time seeing if we can appreciate, recognize, and hopefully come a little closer to mastering our attention. In the talk that we'll listen to, where Shri Mataji is speaking about the attention and the guru principle, being our own master. And part of that, an important part of that, is mastering our attention. When we can keep our attention where it belongs, in the state of thoughtless awareness, the state of meditation, in spite of anything that we're doing, we'll see that everything flows beautifully, much easier, Sahaja. So let's get started with our foot soak so we can take time to really put our attention on our attention. And for that, we're going to be using an ice pack. I have a little one from the store. It's sometimes easy to keep the ice pack on the area of the Nabi chakra, which is the, in the talk as well, Shri Mataji will speak about the Swadhisthana chakra, having the force, that is the essence, that is our attention. And then the Nabi, the third chakra, also is very important in sustaining our attention. So we'll use this ice pack. And I just like to say in passing that before we start the foot soak, that I used to do a lot of driving, and in fact still do. And our attention needs to be focused in the present, alert and attentive while we're driving. And if we're on a long drive, the attention can get really fatigued, and then we get tired easily. But when the attention remains sharp and alert, our energy level is also sustained. So I learned to drive with an ice pack. And in fact, especially for those of us who might work in an office, if we have a refrigerator where we can keep an ice pack and then take it with us at the end of the day for our journey home, if we use that ice pack on the way home, we'll see that we get home feeling, instead of tired and maybe worn down, a little bit frazzled, we will find that we arrive home feeling more balanced, more thoughtless, more silent in our mind without all the clutter from work, more relaxed, and stress-free. Because as we know also, these lower chakras are the ones that when they get overworked, they contribute to stress. So I wanted to show one other thing, and this is just a little holder that you can use for your ice pack. Maybe, I don't know, tie it on with a scarf. And then this just has a belt that goes around it. So that's another way we can use it, for those who find it a little difficult to put it directly on the skin. So let's begin now. Before we put the ice on, let's start by giving a bandhan to our foot soaking water. To me, giving the bandhan is positively charging the water so that it can better absorb the negative vibrations within us. Okay, let's put our feet in. And now let's bring our hands in front of our sacrum bone. close our eyes and take a deep breath. And now, as we raise our energy, let's do it slowly, and let's watch the center of our left palm as we raise our hand up to the top of our head and tie the knot. Second time, tie the knot twice. And third time, 3 times. Very good. And as we do that, when we keep our attention on the center of our left palm, which is on the top of the head, that Sahasrara chakra, then putting our attention there, you may notice that it keeps your attention more focused. So as we do the bandhan now, also, if you'd like to close your eyes, you may, or keep them open, but let's bring our attention to the very first energy center. And as we give our first bandhan, and then as we raise our attention now to the second center, the Swadhisthana, the second bandhan, up to the Nabhi chakra, the navel, third bandhan, up to the heart, to the throat, the Vishuddhi, the head, inside the head, the Agya chakra, and finally to the top of our head, the Sahasrara. Sahasrara is actually inside the limbic region of the brain, which is above the Agya chakra. So very good. Now we're ready. Before we go about clearing the chakras, let's take the ice pack and let's put it on the second energy center, which is right where the leg and torso meet. And if you want to slip it into your shirt or under the skirt or at the being held by the waistband of the pants, if it's not too cold, we can leave it there. Let's bring both hands on our lap and close our eyes. And let's take stock first of where is my attention. Often we may feel it's not really settled. Maybe easily distracted. So let's direct our attention now to the top of our head by placing our right hand on top of our head. Let's ask our Mother Kundalini, Mother, please settle my attention in the state of meditation. Let's see if we can continue to be aware of our attention on top of our head as we bring our hand back on our lap. Can we keep our attention there? Let's take a few slow, deep breaths. And now as we breathe, let's pause gently between inhaling and exhaling. And let's watch our attention as we slow down our breathing. Again, we can ask ourselves, where is my attention? And see where it goes when we ask that question. The ice pack has been on the right Swadhisthana. Let's move it up now to the right nabi, which is just in the middle of the abdomen on the right side. The right nabi chakra, which is also so important for our attention. Often our attention gets overcome by thinking about the future, planning, worrying. The attention often goes outside. And when the nabi chakra is settled, our attention stays inside more easily. We can ask Mother Kundalini, please settle, clear, stabilize, and nourish my nabi chakra, my right nabi chakra. We may notice that when we meditate, a lot of our worries disappear. And we realize that the worries or worrying doesn't really help us solve the problem. But when we can be in the state of peace and silence, our attention becomes free of worries. And the solution to those concerns present themselves to us. Here we can surrender the future worries and thoughts. To our spirit or to our Mother Kundalini. With our left hand on our lap, let's take our right hand and give a bandhan to the right Nabi chakra as the ice pack is there. Any impurities can be offered to the foot soak water, tossed, release it into the foot soak water from the hand. Here we can remind ourselves, I'm not this body, these thoughts or worries. I am the pure attention. And as we give a bandhan now, let's see where is the attention as we give the bandhan. Can we feel it on top of our head? Let's return our hand to our lap and see how we're doing now. Does the attention feel steadier? Let's now move the ice pack a little higher up. It's on the upper portion of the abdomen. Under it is the ribs, and underneath the ribs is the organ called the liver, which also contributes to the health and clarity, focus, concentration of our attention. And this organ is looked after by both the Swadhisthana and the Nabi chakra. So it's important for our attention. Let's drop our right hand towards Mother Earth. We can ask Mother Earth to please remove any impurities in my right Nabi, right Swadhisthana, in the liver, that disturb my attention, that weaken my attention. Mother, please purify my attention. Finally, let's bring our right hand back on our lap and lift our left hand so that we can clear the right side as we've learned to do, with the fingers pointing to the sky and the palm facing over our left shoulder. Our elbow can be relaxed at our side. And we'll let any residue of the physical, mental activity of the day that has contributed to any overactivity in our right side, any heat, fatigue, heaviness, to dissipate into the atmosphere. And as the right side clears, again, let's see, where is my attention? We encourage you to experiment with the placement of the ice pack. For some, it is more effective if we put it lower down towards the right Swadhisthana. Could be in the middle of the abdomen, as we did a moment ago, or a little higher up, as we have it now, over the upper portion. And the Swadhisthana rotates around the Nabi chakra. So it revolves around the perimeter. And we're up in that upper right quadrant where that Swadhisthana revolves to cleanse and clear and remove the impurities and the toxins of the energy centers of the void and the Nabi and the Swadhisthana. So we can put the ice pack down, and before we end the foot soak, let's bring our hand to our heart and ask our Mother Energy, please bring the nature of my spirit, that is my spirit, into my attention. The enlightened attention of my spirit into my attention. Let's move our right hand to the top of our head and ask one more time, Mother Kundalini, please bring the pure attention of my spirit into my attention, into my awareness. Lift the hand up. See if it's easier now to hold the attention there. And let's try to keep it there as we return our hand to our lap, rinse and dry off our feet. And as we watch the video now, where Shri Mataji is going to speak about the enormous value of our attention in our spiritual growth. Thank you.
So the basis or the essence of the Swadhisthana chakra, though is aesthetics, the force and the energy of Swadhisthana chakra is attention. If you have a wobbly attention, if your attention is 1 minute here, 1 minute there, if you have an attention by which you just can criticize others and cannot see your own faults, if you have an attention by which you show people that you are a frivolous, nonsensical person, then your Guru principle is wasted. It is the effort of Sahaja Yoga that is wasted, and your Guru's job is also wasted. Minimum of minimum. First, the attention has to be pure. But pure attention doesn't mean harshness. It doesn't mean asceticism. It doesn't mean disciplining your eyes like a blinkers of horse. But in all freedom, your attention to be concentrated. Where do we pay our attention the most? If we are honest, we can think on human level, we pay our attention to our children. to our wife, to our husbands, to our family, the relationships which are with love. So, when your attention has got the compassion and the love for another person, then only you can work out the realization of others. If you have to work out the realization of others, it has to be an intense love for another person. If you don't have that intensity, you are just moving your hands, raising the kundalini because your mother has given you powers and it's finished off. That intensity of love can only give you success with your pure attention, and I think the pure attention can only love. Impure attention cannot love, because all impure attention is self-oriented, I-oriented. They are not self in the sense spiritual-oriented. But the idea that spirituality is love, it seems to be a new idea for many people. They think spirituality means a person who is just absolutely dry like a beanstalk, and nobody can go near that person, nobody can communicate with such a person because that person is too pure. If the soap cannot cleanse your body, what's the use of having the soap? If the soap is afraid to come near you, then it's better not to be called as soap. So, we come to the point that the creativity, if it is our aim, lakshya, for that the attention we should purify and to be purified with love, with compassion. And the same attention, when it is filled with love and compassion, it gives you dynamism, it gives you strength, it's untiring zeal you get. And the joy of seeing your reflection into another person is very beautiful. No words can describe it. Of course, as soon as you take to this principle, you develop so many qualities within you. The first you develop is wisdom. Because you realize where you are going wrong, why this is not working out, why there's a problem, why your creativity doesn't act. It becomes evident to you, obvious to you, and you start learning. And wisdom comes to you and you understand. Wisdom is when you realize your mistakes and rectify them. And with that, you develop the balance, the understanding, how to deal with another personality. I always tell the story of a car, that there's an accelerator and also there's a brake. You have to use first both of them without understanding what is it. Still you are not a guru. You are not even a driver. Then when you know then you automatically drive, then you are a driver. But still the master is sitting behind. So now you have to become the master. And when you become the master, you can balance the vehicle and you can see the driver, accelerator, and also the brake. And you can manage it just in a very simple manner. So this Guru principle is limited and goes on increasing its limitations, like the horizon. As you start growing into more creativity, the more people you create. And the central point of this one is the Nabi, is the center, which like a big pivotal point on which the whole of this movement takes place. Nabi chakra, as you know, you get it from your mother to begin with. So a guru has to be the mother. He must have the qualities of the mother, not the modern mothers, but in the real sense of the word. That a guru has to love her children and has to have strength and courage to correct her children. And the earnest desire should be to put the children onto proper lines, to guide them and to help them to rise.
Let's keep our eyes closed and our attention on the top of our head. The topic for the day is, where is my attention? So let's see if we can have our attention on the top of our head. We'll meditate in silence for a couple of minutes. And now we can slowly open our eyes. And we'll raise our Kundalini and take a bandha. Let's do it with good attention. First time we take our hands up, we tie one knot. Second time there are two knots. And the third time we'll tie three knots. And now for the bandhan. We do this 7 times. And now we'll move on to some announcements. So we are in the second session of the year of our Going Deeper series. We meet every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday evenings at 8:45 Eastern Time. And then every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we have a foot soak and some more meditation. Again, the same link, same time, so 8:45 in the evening. Next Tuesday, we'll be meeting again to talk about our left Nabi chakra. That is the satisfaction that comes from our spirit. Reminder again that you can request a mentor. A link has been shared in the Zoom chat. You can use that to fill out a form and request a mentor. We also have a WhatsApp community, so you're welcome to be part of that group. Link for that will also be shared in the chat. So we just send you daily messages that we remind us about our online sessions. All of our recordings, our sessions, handouts, material is available on our website, and you can use the QR code to get to the website. And now, as we approach the end of the session, we'll now be taken to our breakout rooms. We hope you've enjoyed this session. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you again soon.